about 7 hours on the road to get to this win tonight. So it's all been worthwhile, though, Matt.
Well, it's worked out well in the end. Unfortunately, that's the weather, and there's not much you can do about it. But we got to Geelong, and it was called off. That's just how it goes. It's just one of those things. It's just you got to deal with it and move on. So, but in the end, it was good to see him still turn up tonight and do a good job. So it was worthwhile. Yeah,
he's a lovely horse. That was his 23rd race start. He's had 7 wins and 7 placings, so his record's very handy. And to come here tonight against some probably a bit more seasoned horses than he is at the moment, to finish off and do the job is a really encouraging moment.
Look, in patches throughout his career, he sort of showed he's got nice ability, and at times, he hasn't always showed it, but he's sort of working down to a class now where it's going to get a lot harder for him. So it was nice to see him come here tonight and win like that.
She finished it off really strong.
Yeah, she her last couple of starts been really good, and at Ballarat she was luckless, and gave me the confidence that she was racing really well, and once Derby got out so quickly, was happy to happy when he led, because thought we'd find the front, probably hand up, and he did, and then after that I was pretty confident that she'd get the job done. She does get on the bit, but she kind of needs to, otherwise she doesn't go great, so I wasn't too concerned about that, and the track's obviously very fast tonight.
Here he is first up, putting up a great performance, Steve. Well done.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, he's been going well. He's had a couple of trials this time in. He's won them fairly easily, but you never know at the trials. They come through the trials. It's all good and well till they get down here, as Gavin Lang said once to me.
Well, he's been a lovely horse, hasn't he? Sometimes I always refer to many of your horses very dour, because that's the way they seem to be to me. They're tough. They keep going, and they don't really ever shirk the issue.
No, we try to train him a little bit that way. This bloke's sort of pretty much the same. He doesn't really like to do a lot early, but if you give him a nice sit, he usually finishes and hits the line strong.
He's continued to race well, just needed the race run to suit, and that sort of hasn't really happened for the horse, I don't think, in any of its races leading up to tonight's win.
That's right, Robbie. Just sort of on paper it looked like it was going to be a good race before there was a few scratchings, and then it looked like it was sort of going to be a little bit of a non-event. As it was early, the first quarter and lead time were pretty steady, so it made it pretty interesting, but when Freddie sort of put a bit of pressure on it, sort of helped out a fair bit, and last crack at him.
Yeah, this horse here, a little bit probably one-dimensional in the sense, probably can't do too much work in its races, but certainly if the race is run the suit, it's got a nice sprint on it.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's not overly brave, but he's a good little trier and he gets home good. Yeah.
Really put him away and ran away like a nice horse that he is.
Yeah, he did, Robbie. Like you said, he's always been a lovely racehorse, really good speed. Sort of finally, drew where he could lead, and he's had a little bit of a freshen up from his last run, and I haven't driven him for probably 4 runs, so it's nice to get back with him and to get a win on the board for Leroy and everybody involved.
Yeah, he looks like he's stocked up a little bit, this horse. I always felt like he had plenty of development in his body, but he just looks like he's starting to take some nice shape.
Yeah, that's right. He's I hopped on before and I said, geez, his butt's big. It's nice and round and looks really strong. So, he certainly showed he's still got the talent, and hopefully he can go on with it now that he's won another one and win a few more.
Terrific performance for ARG, for Raymond Woods and all the boys at Croydon. I think they've got a big team that all chip in and help out. They've all got their little duties to look after the horse, and they'll be celebrating, I'd say, all week now with ARG winning, Mick.
I'm tipping Ray's got to put the beer on this week, and Greeno won down there today, so there's a bit going on.
It might be worth making the trip for morning tea tomorrow. I think it'll be a big day. But no, fantastic effort. They get a big thrill. They do a fantastic job. He's a lovely horse, and he's been a little bit patchy at different stages. When he's at his best, he's certainly at his best, and when he's not, he's probably just gone off the rails on a few different occasions. But the boys were telling me he had a flat tyre recently and had a few little issues, but he was at his best tonight.
Yeah, he got a flat tyre in the 4 and 5 year old championship and was thereabouts until that happened. And then he's been a little bit chalk and cheese. He's been lighting up a little bit and not going to sleep. So I said to Ray, put the hat back on him, and then jogging him round tonight, I was worried he wasn't going to get out the gate. So I've pulled the plugs out and just left the hood on. So that's worked. We found the happy medium.
Well done.
Thanks, Rob. Yeah, no, that was it was pretty special actually, because not everything went his way. So I had to do a little bit of work in the middle, but after that we were able to control the race up the back a little bit and not go too hard. But it's just full credit to him. Like you said, he knows where the line is, and
against the budding
he makes me look
superstar,
good and makes my job easy.
Showdown because he's had to run
I'd love to buy him a ticket to go to Sweden because he just deserves it, but he just won't travel.
Yeah, it would have been ideal if he was a bit of a better traveller
He was very good too, and Temporale
but
back to something like his Dellard Cup winning form.
it's sort of he's just not a great traveller.
He's just a
We just
warrior,
want to do
Tornado Valley. So often
the right
we've
thing
sort
by
of
the
spoken
horse,
about
and we
him
think
as
that's
a really good
by
horse,
staying
not a
close to home,
champion,
and
but surely
we're
now
lucky enough to have good
he's a
money on
different kind of
offer.
champion, definitely.
So
But he
we
is a
just stay
champion, and
here, and I
wobbly.
think
He
we're
will
travelling
win
into
one of
Menangle, we
these
wouldn't
big
go
races,
without
but he's got to get back in the draw.
He
is a better horse
just
from off the speed,
takes
but
a
he
bit out of
can't keep coming
himself.
from
Once
where
he
he's
gets the
coming
race,
from
he's
in
good, but
races
it's
and
just on the
win.
float for whatever
But he's got a
reason. He
massive
just
future
won't
ahead of
settle.
him.
And
But once again,
he's
tonight's the night of Tornado Valley, and
if
I'll try and
anything,
get either
the kind of is a bit more unsettled than he was, with each time we travel, which is quite odd, but doesn't affect his performance, and because he's just that good.
That was a bit of an exhilarating drive for you.
Yeah, well, I thought he'd go good, but I didn't know he'd go that bloody good.
Well, he was going pretty good leading up to his win last week when he got up at big odds. Tonight, probably, if anything, might have been a bit of an easier assignment with a concession claim, and they certainly turned it on early, which really was going to set it up for him. And one thing we found with this horse, in particular over the short course, he absolutely relishes over it, and the speed that he showed tonight was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it was. The speed up right up front really suited us early, and when I hooked him out, he just grabbed hold of that bit and just kept going. It was great.
He's a tough old customer. One thing we know about him, he's been around plenty of times and he doesn't shirk an issue, and he didn't shirk it tonight.
No, that's right. No, he's raced him a little bit in recent times, and he sort of ran some terrific races without a lot of luck. I think his Wedderburn Cup run behind my horse Little Peanut was actually first class. He got trapped wide and back out of it and hit the line really well. He's been going very well and probably void of luck, but tonight he had a good barrier draw and obviously lobbed a great spot in the run, and didn't really have to do much until top of the straight. So worked out perfect for him.